silence is betrayal.
Vad hade Martin Luther King sagt om det Sverige vi har idag?
Truly, Sweden is a nation with a conscience.
"28 years ago, on Dr. Martin Luther King's birthday, the US was preparing for war, the Gulf War. And I was preparing for my very first peace demonstration, a huge one in Stockholm, Sweden. My sign were the words of Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, an eye for an eye makes the whole world blind. Gandhi was inevitable, Dr. King said. We may ignore him at our own risk. But both Gandhi and Dr. King appear to be voices in the wilderness 2 days later, when missiles and the use of depleted uranium hit Iraq and Baghdad.
Världsfreden får inte sättas i fara. Alla vägar.
Sweden's Prime Minister at the time, Ingvar Carlsson, warned that world peace was at risk. That fateful night, before the attack, I stayed awake all night, wondering what to do with my life. Should I end it or start spreading the words of Gandhi as I came to know him recently? As I had come to realize what was at stake, the coming September 11th, the war on Afghanistan, on Iraq, on all the endless wars for the last remaining resources of the world, of this precious planet, our home.
Are you an optimist or a pessimist? What will happen to our children and our grandchildren in the future?
I think it takes great courage to be an optimist. Many people would like to dismiss us as foolish thinkers, as idealists. Somehow, if you're an idealist or an optimist, you're not of reality. Why should not optimism, why should not idealism be as real as cynicism and negativity? After all, Abraham Lincoln was a great idealist. Mm-hmm. So was Martin Luther King, the men we've just discussed, Nelson Mandela, John Kennedy, Bobby Kennedy. Olof Palme was a man of tremendous idealism, a great leader for the peoples of Sweden, and he was taken away from us much too young. I think to be an idealist is to be someone of enormous courage and strength, and I embrace that.
Jag har en önskan, och det är att Sverige ska hjälpa mig med att behålla den tron om kärlek hos varenda ungdom som växte upp sig med hat.
Today, on the 19th anniversary of Dr. King's birth, a 15-year-old Swedish girl is making headlines the world over her worries about the disasters of climate change. Today, outside the Swedish parliament, her demonstration takes place, together with demonstration for the survival of the last remains in Swedish politics of what Dr. King in 1966 saluted as
I still have a dream that the harmony, prosperity, and peace which you enjoy here in Sweden will become the chief export of nations the world over. Truly, Sweden is a nation with a conscience.
we may indeed ignore his words at our own risk.